What is up, you guys? My favorite part about this game is how accessible so many leaders are, even the newer ones. You can get this whole deck for $30, and it has a lot of long-term playability. Kuzan is a 5-life, 5,000 power leader with one amazing effect. Each time you discard a card due to your navy effects, you draw that many cards again. This is super strong, refilling your hand and making your effects net neutral and net positive, giving you tons of advantage. The 8-cost Garp is the standout character in this deck. On play, he can discard a card from your hand to play out another 8,000 power character. You have to discard, but your leader gets you that card right back. Garp is the most important card for filling your field. Playing two 8,000 power characters at once is very dangerous for your opponent. The 7-cost Sakazuki is one of your best options to play out. On play, he'll draw you another 2 cards, and then every turn that he's on the field, you can pitch 1 card to of course draw 1, but also to reattach a rested Dawn card. This is extremely helpful to put on extra pressure, letting you swing for 9k for free. The 6-cost Kuzan is another strong 8,000 power character to play off of Garp. On play, he'll make one of your opponent's characters not be able to attack during the next turn. There's no level restriction, so he can stop even the highest cost characters. He even gains a cost himself, making him that much harder for your opponents to remove. Aramaki is a great 8-cost character you can play for free with Garp too. He's a blocker, which is really helpful for stopping all sorts of attacks for free, but he's also great on offense too. By discarding a card and putting one 2-cost or lower character from either field on the bottom of the deck, he'll gain 3,000 power. A free 11k swing is vicious, especially with another 8-cost body on board. Besides all the hand cycling this deck does, you have plenty of ways to find the cards you need. The 1-cost Tashigi is a quick searcher, but the 3-cost Sengoku is the star of the show. He'll pitch a card to search the top 5 for any 2 navy cards, and then you'll draw 1. This feels incredible, getting you 3 new cards into your hand, and he's really not that hard to power up to attack their leader. With all your cards in hand, you'll have a lot of ways to counter out. Zephyr is a great 2k counter. On play, he discards 2 cards, which you'll just get right back again. Then, you can send him to the trash to bounce a 5-cost or lower character your opponent controls. Suru is another 2k counter that can act as removal. Also, by discarding 2 cards, you can make your opponent return one of their characters to the hand. Your opponent gets to choose, but you can force them to return a high-cost one if it's the only one they control. Suru is nice when your opponent isn't expecting it, or when you've done a good job at clearing their field. But Zephyr will usually be more consistent, and he's nice to get rid of things like Blackbeard's Jesus Burgess, for instance. Hina is a great card that helps you go for game. By pitching one and resting her, you can make one of your opponent's 4-cost or lower characters not be able to block. You can save up a bunch of big swings, and then bring your opponent down when they least expect it. You will be playing many of your 2k counters, so it's nice to have more defense on top of them. There are great staple blockers you can play, like Galdino, which can replace himself if he's rested, and Marco, which can draw when he's KO'd. These are definitely important, and while you can't directly search them, with all of your draw power, you're just bound to find them. Borsellino is another blocker that can stop 5k attacks for free, and he can even protect himself from card effects by discarding a card that, of course, you'll just draw again. The last line of defense you have is the Pheasant Peck counter event. For just 1 Dawn, you can boost anyone by 4,000 for the battle, and then you get to cycle your hand. Cards like these are great for fixing your hand, but their usefulness goes down when you're low on cards, which is why Marco and Galdino, as well as Sakazuki and Sengoku, are so important. The 4-cost Cavendish is another option you have to refill your hand each turn. If only he was a navy card. Emu is one of the top decks to beat in OP13, and the removal caps out at 6 cost, so all your best cards are safe, including Kuzan, since he's 7 cost on the field. Since their cards can't be touched, your best bet is to build up your board and play aggressively. Pudding can be a good card to use as disruption though. Playing her just before their 10 Dawn turn can help reduce their hand size, making it easier for your attacks to land, but also get their 5 elders out of their hand. Stunning them in this way can completely flip the game on their heads, and she's good in a bunch of other matchups as well when your opponent stockpiles cards, since things like blue-purple Luffy and red-blue Ace have effects that can draw each turn. You can also play Jozu, which can bounce your Tashigi or Sengoku back to the hand to get rid of plenty of annoying threats your opponent drops in the mid-game. Red Rock is another great option, as it can get rid of even 10-cost characters, which really helps you manage your opponent's field since you don't have much direct removal. Gravity Blade is another one, and it's even searchable since it's a navy card. You might just think it's a better Jozu, but with Jozu recycling your searchers and being a 7k body on the field, he's definitely worth considering too. Although, resetting your opponent's field is just nasty and could put you far in the lead. You can also play the 7-cost Borsellino to put a 4-cost or lower character on the bottom of the deck. Since you don't have any ways to reduce cost, his usefulness is limited, but he is strong against red decks like Zoro and Rayleigh. Blue Kuzan has been left in the dust by the other OP12 leaders. Not only is this deck incredibly cheap, it's fun to pilot and is generic enough to absorb other blue and navy support in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Comment below what you want to see next, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps me out. If you're still here, you're the best, and I'll see you guys next time.